This year's Roadtrippin was all about Alaska's bucket list. Of course, Alaska's known for its vast beauty, but where Ariane Aramburo ventured is only accessible by air and takes the world breathtaking to a whole new level.
Now, I've had a lot of fun watching everyone's adventures, but I couldn't wait to share my trip with our viewers. But I must admit, I set my 2021 Roadtrippin bucket list goals, well, exponentially high. Start your engines. We're going on the helicopter. So excited. This A-Star is about to take off. Taking off from the Talkeetna airport was a bit bumpy, but once I got my nerves under control, excitement and anticipation took over. So let's meet the crew. That's our pilot up front, along with photojournalist Mike Niederbrock, and in the back, there's me, photojournalist Sean Wilson, and our news director, Tracy. Even with particularly cloudy skies, Alaska's beauty was on full display. The first half of our flight soared over trees, moose, and cabins below, but just ahead, an adventure nearly indescribable. As an Alaskan, I've seen mountains up close, but nothing quite like this. Miles and miles of towering, snow-covered granite, glaciers, and crevasses below. The Alaska Range is considered one of the world's greatest geologic showcases, and we are literally flying through it so close it feels as if we could reach out and touch the walls. We are now officially inside Denali National Park. And just when I think this majestic scenery can't possibly be any more mind-blowing, this happens. That, my friends, is the awe-inspiring Sheldon Chalet. Lying in the shadow of North America's tallest peak, perched atop a Nunatak in the Don Sheldon Amphitheater, this luxury lodge and architectural wonder will be our home for the next few days. There was no hiding the emotion. I was speechless. Within minutes, we touched down on the helipad and were immediately welcomed as chalet guests.
Welcome to the Sheldon Chalet.
Well, thank you.
Here.
Oh my gosh.
Watch that step.
Oh man.
Welcome to our amphitheater
Oh
of gloriousness.
my gosh.
Right?
What?
Hey, just a little house right here, chalet, hanging out.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
This is great. And this is
Welcome.
only the outside.
This is the outside.
This is the outside.
Come on.
All right. Let's go. Now that the helicopter has left, I guess we stay and we road trip. I get goosebumps watching that. So if, you're wondering why there's still snow on the ground in the Mat-Su in that story, well, I have a confession to make. So as soon as I heard this year's theme, there was zero chance I was going to let anyone claim my Alaska bucket list trip. So I took my trip back in April to ensure that the early bird gets the best road trip. And honestly, that flight seeing trip is a bucket list trip on its own. But in our case, it was simply the start of an amazing 2 days that we cannot wait to share with you. Roadtrippin for Alaska's news source, I'm Ariane Aramburo.